Hi guys, it's Jalencia with Pretty Redemption, and I'm here today to talk about creating your first YouTube video or just putting yourself out there, like sharing yourself on social media, my tips, how I had to overcome some of these things and how I'm still overcoming them. If you want to see me navigate through my life as a content creator and freelance hairstylist, makeup artist, photographer, and whatever else I can add to the list that I'm interested in, watch. So my first tip is some great advice that I had recently got was just record. Just record. The worst thing that can happen is you might not like the video. That is the worst thing, and that being the worst thing is not that bad because guess what? We can just delete the video. If you hate the video so much that you just like, I want to delete it, then just delete it. You're in control here. Like, you got this. Just record it. Try not to think about the fact of I have to post it and people will see it. Don't think about people seeing it. Think about just recording it. Before you delete the video, this is another tip that has helped me, is to watch the video. No matter how cringy the video might look, or might feel, you like, oh my god, I don't even want to watch anymore. You have to keep in mind people are eventually going to see it. Because if you just cannot, you don't want to post a video, it looks like this and that. What about the video that gave you cringe? What about the video you would change? What about the video you would improve? When I first seen my videos, I will say that I wanted to have more eye contact with the camera. Some of my first videos, I didn't have much eye contact, so that was something I wanted to improve. I also wanted to improve my presence on the camera. I normally get so excited to talk sometimes that I just go crazy and get overly excited because of, I guess, I don't know, communication skills. I'm not really sure. But I rambled on and just kept going on and on. So that was one of the things that I was like, okay, I didn't know I did that. It's been an eye-opener watching myself. So even though I haven't really posted most of the videos, I was like, okay, this is something that I still want to do. I don't know, I'm very drawn to this, to sharing my struggles or sharing my journey with others to help them possibly. So I'm mostly like, if I have these struggles, I can help somebody else that has these struggles by telling them how I get through my struggles. I don't know. That might be something you're into. If you is, hey. But back to the tips. My next tip I would say is to show up for yourself. Please, please, please be gentle to yourself in this process. I know everybody else is getting thousands of followers and you're just like at yourself like, what are you doing wrong? And you post one video and it does not blow up. Oh my goodness. Versus people who has been putting many more hours into it. People that has already went over their cringe era. You're comparing yourself to the person who already did all the work, and that's really damaging. So show up for yourself. You are not dumb. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not ugly. So show up for yourself. Remind yourself why you're doing this, what you do, that it's okay to get things wrong. You have an edit on the camera or on iMovie or CapCut or however. I started using iMovie because it's already on my phone, computer, and everything else. So I'm like, it'll be easier for me to use iMovie. So I wanted to start with something kind of free. Nothing you can do. I'm going to edit this video completely up. It's a couple times I have stumbled. I'm just going to edit it out. I told myself it is okay to make a mistake. Let yourself make a mistake. It's okay. My next tip is to take baby steps at your own pace in your own way. Okay? All that comes together, I feel like. When you take your baby steps might look different than everybody else's. While that person might say it's better for me to just go ahead and jump in the pool, you might want to put your toe in first. You might want to slide in, and that person want to dive in, that's them. But if you want to ease in, you might want to, you know, I don't know, make your intro first. That's what I did. I don't know what it was about making an intro. I seen other girls with intros, and I was like, I'm not a YouTuber because I don't have an intro. Well, I mean, just make an intro then. I don't know. But it got me excited when I made my intro because I had my little name up there, little picture, and it felt like I got the creative juices going. I used Canva for that, and Canva, I used a free thing, so no harm done. Just made me a little intro with the graphics, and so I was ready to say, well, I'm ready to put a video with this so it can come together. It felt like a step for me. You know, would anybody else just do it that way? Maybe they'll just post a video. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Everybody has their own way of getting in a groove, or, you know, unlocking their creative flow, or getting in touch with themselves. Everyone's going to look different. Don't be ashamed of your process. I started taking pictures, self-portraits of myself first. That kind of got me more into getting in the camera more, because I always loved taking like self-portraits of myself in photography. So I already had a camera from that. So I was practicing on seeing myself in that way, and me posting some of my portraits kind of gave me like a warm up to camera, you know, giving me a warm up to putting myself out there. So don't force yourself out there. Like I said, have grace. You don't want to just push yourself out there and then you're like going through a mental breakdown, you're scared, you know. Don't do that. You know, that's just like having a kid that's scared of dogs, and like instead of like gradually introducing them, you just throw the kid into a room full of dogs. The next tip is to stop waiting to be perfect. This is very huge for me, because this is me. I'm that person. I'm like, you know what? If I did my makeup better the week before and then the week before that, like I know I'm growing, okay? I know that I'm going to be better next week, because I enjoy saying, I have gotten in the rhythm of saying, okay, I don't like it, what would I change? I don't like it, what would I change? What would I do different next time? Well, what would I have done next time, instead of saying, oh, I'm just gonna give it up. But I get so caught up in the rhythm of that it's like, okay, you're improving, but you're not putting anything out. So you're still like, you're not able to grow on that aspect, because you have to put something out in order to improve, because you're not knowing how it looks. You're not knowing the feedback on it. You're not going through the process, because it's something that you have to learn within that too. So don't wait. It's hard to say, because I can kind of say I'm kind of happy I waited on some things, you know, but also if I didn't push myself on this video, I probably wouldn't even have it out. So this has been a major struggle for me, because I'm already looking at this video. I know you're editing this right now saying, girl, if I had just moved my lash a little bit to the left, that's me. If I had made eye contact with the camera a little more, I know I'm going to be able to do that better next time. I want to wait and do it better next time. We're always growing. You're not going to ever post a video if you wait until you stop growing, because you're going to stop growing. Never. Literally, that's what I believe in. You're not going to ever stop growing. So you're not going to ever post a video if you think you're going to be like, okay, when I'm fully bloomed, I will post. Nah. I want this to be a journey for us. I want you to see the raw and uncut, because life is raw and uncut. Like, yeah, we put on these masks and these personas, and we go out into the real world and play the real world game and be human and be this type of human for this job or this person, and we just put on this veil, and that can be tiresome. And it will be so nice if we can accept each other and be ourselves. The sooner we accept ourselves, the sooner we accept others. And if we accept ourselves and others, and they're accepting themselves and others, we just gonna be like, it's gonna be great, because that means you can look how you want to look, walk outside, and nobody won't be frowning because they're looking how they want to look and they're minding their business. Can we get that started, please? Okay. My next tip is to remember that it is okay to exist. You're here for a reason. You are here to grow. You're here to learn. Remember that there's no one on this earth like you. 3 people can say the same exact things. And this happens. Like, I know content creators that I was like, oh, I heard so-and-so say something very close to that. But the way so-and-so said it resonated with me more. I don't know, is it because of the energy they carry, the clothes, the aesthetic, that made me gravitate to them more. My mindset coach, she pretty much says this similar things I have heard somebody else say, but it's the joke she puts at the end. It's the laughter she does. It's the tone she uses when she says the things. It resonates with me. It's how excited she gets when she says a certain thing versus somebody else might have said the same thing but calm. It was that energy. So your energy is different. Your energy is custom made. It's tailored to you. Nobody else has that. Even if we all made the same video talking about how can you start your own first video, and how can you build confidence, how can you get over your struggle and overcome your fears, you still is going to have a certain person that's going to resonate with you more. If you watched 100 of them, you're going to be like, that one. And then the person next to you going to be like, but I liked it the other one. That's okay. And then you could say, well, I liked all 5 of those. All 5 of those people said it differently, but I resonated with them on different levels. Because even though that joke resonated with me and got me to laugh, her emotional energy, passion behind what she said really resonated with me on that day that I needed to hear it that way. So definitely know that people love new faces. They love seeing different people, different ways. It's enough room for everyone, okay? That's what I had to remind myself. I'm like, oh, there's already a dark-skinned girl who loves hair and makeup and that's talking about building your confidence on YouTube. And I'm like, you see how crazy that sounds? For me to even say that sounds like, okay, but is she you? Like, there's no way to get everything lined up. Even a twin is going to have a freckle different. Even a snowflake. Like, there's no way that a person's going to be exactly alike. And that one thing, I don't care if we was like all twins in the world, like it was going to be that one thing that's gonna make everything different. It doesn't matter what it is. A freckle out of place it still makes you a person with an extra freckle. Okay? You're different. My next tip would to be, I would say, get to know yourself, learn yourself. I would say the years of mental abuse I have given myself makes me realize that I'm not that nice to myself. And I think mean people are uncool. I really do. So if I personally think mean people are uncool and I'm being mean to myself, I'm like, I'm uncool? Yeah, I'm not that cool. But when I got to know my real self and known why I'm the way I am, and I got to fixing that, doing me a little shadow work, building that connection with God, just really just honing in on my inner and trying to understand why, how, and what can I do to fix things, repair myself. Where was I going with this? I got to learn myself. I'm gonna edit that out. So get to know who you are as a person. I feel like that's pretty major because I don't know, it felt major to me because how am I able to tell you something that I never went through? that I did not overcome. Yeah, we can talk about it, but I want us to get better, you know. And I feel like if anybody's qualified to talk to you about anxiety and depression and trying to follow your dreams, I feel like a person who has went through it is qualified, you know, who is living with it every day and telling you, hey, you're okay. I have to remind myself every day that it is okay. Nothing is on fire. No buildings are burning. You're safe. Find your safe place and be safe. Take your deep breath and be safe. You are safe. Nothing can harm you. A lot of us, when we're in survival mode, we're trying to get stuff done. We're always on the go. Our minds get used to that go, 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 go. So learning yourself and knowing, hey, this is how I am. This is how to take baby steps with myself. Because until you learn who you are, how are you going to know what steps you need to take, what nurturing steps you need to do? That's just like how I was saying about the child and the dog. You know, I don't know what that came from, but anyway, like I was saying with that is you need to know what really makes the child scared. And you need to know your thing. You need to know about dogs. You know, you need to, of course, know about the dog. But what is making this child so scared that it does not want to be around a dog? Is it somebody told them that the dog was scary? Is it that a dog bit them? Some things you need to know before you say, well, these are the steps we're going to take to introduce you to this, instead of throwing you out there to it because you're scared. I know what to do to get you. You know, maybe some people are so scared that they just need to get used to looking at a picture. I have seen stuff where people are scared of the picture of something. So even getting past the picture can, but you need to know how scared you are. You need to know what you need to repair in order to know, get the confidence going, getting ready to get out there and expose yourself. And getting to say that, because that just scared the heck out of me, because I'm like, exposed? Yeah, this is me. This is Jalencia in the flesh. You definitely want to learn your strengths in this game. I feel like definitely I was avoiding my strengths, trying to find my passion. What am I passionate about? And I'm just like, while I'm running around doing that, I'm literally holding my makeup brushes. Like, where's my passion? Oh my God. Where's my passion? Like, I'm constantly makeup this, makeup that. Like, I can spend my whole, like, every day in Ulta. I loved Ulta so much that I worked there for a pay cut. That was exciting for me to be around makeup every day. I learned a lot about makeup, So knowing that that's how I feel about makeup kind of tells you this is one of my passions. I'm a multi-passionate person, so that's just like I was told so much. Well, you just have to, one passion, niche. And I'm like, my loophole for me is beauty. I'm like, since everything to me is beautiful, down to the creation of the TV, down to the creation of lights, I see beauty in everything. So, I mean, I win. I can talk about everything. Niche that. Yeah. Beauty. Oh, beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Let's talk about everything. I know beauty. I know hair. I know makeup. I know what I want to be in each stage. I know what kind of makeup I want to do. I know what kind of hair I want to do. I know what I want in each stage. Just because I'm not here now to some people's liking or some people's standard. I have a standard I want to be. Just because you're not the best bookseller in the world right now does not mean you're not destined to be a bookseller. Or an author, I mean. Just because you're not the best author, best-selling author right now does not mean you will never be, or you're not destined for that. That's not your dream. People feel like, oh, your dream is something that you do good and you're the best at. Your dream is something that you're going to chase after no matter what. And only, chase it. I wear makeup every day for the sake that I don't have a lot of time. So you have to make time. I have made time to make my face up every day because I want to know what products or what technique to use to get to the face or get my face to that soft, luxurious beat. Like it's a look that I visualize, and I'm like, if I have to do something different tomorrow or do something like that the next day, I'm gonna keep changing it until I figure it out. I'm gonna unlock that code for me, because I'll watch videos and I'm like, that doesn't work for me. That's not the look I'm talking about, or I don't really, so it's like, I have to figure this out, because I can't just try and say, well, it's no way to do it. Like, that is one thing I realized I haven't gave up on. A thing that you're not giving up on, that since day one or since you was a kid, like even when I was a kid, like I was like, oh, when I do my hair next time, it's going to be like this. When I take a picture next time, my passions has already been in line. Like, me not knowing that what I have already been, like, I'm just picking up where I'm leaving off. So that's why your strengths are so important to know, because what you've been working with your whole life is your strongest point. You know it inside and out. You know how far, or even if you say, well, this is my passion, I just never got a chance to do it. You're going to learn it inside and out. If you know nothing about it today, if you say, this is what I always wanted to do, but I never got a chance to even touch the subject, that does not mean you're disqualified. Because guess what? At one point, I felt like I was disqualified. Guess what I said? I said, I feel like I'm disqualified, but let me go get qualified right quick. We see these type of jobs and labels as not as important as a lawyer, a doctor, or any other job, But let's keep in mind that everybody has a place. There's no me without you. This is a whole economy. This is a whole ecosystem. We need everyone. If everybody built the houses, who was going to do the doors? Who's going to do the knobs? They was just as important. To this day, they still selling knobs. They still selling doors. They still selling lights. First, somebody had to say, well, electricity. This man crazy. Electricity, what is he doing? Sparking stuff up around here. Well, I'm glad he did. So, no matter what your strength is, lean into it. So the doctors and lawyers that we was talking about before I rambled on, they have to go and get qualified. They're not just, okay, I'm going to be a doctor. Yeah, I'm going to be a doctor. Where's the body? Let's go ahead and cut it open. I want to be a surgeon. I'm going to cut it open. I want to cut it open now. They're like, man, you not finna cut nothing open. No. You need to go get certified, qualified, everything. Go. And they have to go get certified. Get the certifications, get the years, get the doctor stuff. Whatever they have to do. They have to go get it. So you're going around here saying, well, I'm not qualified. They had to dive in that subject so deep that it became their strength. And their strengths that happened before they was a doctor still plays a part in that. That sets them apart from when they are a doctor. When they're a doctor, their strengths from when they was a kid or they still played a part. Because they're funny. Oh, I always been a jokester. Now I'm a doctor. I have to change my persona. No. A funny doctor I have had a couple funny doctors in my life, especially when I was a kid, and it made my experience so much better. You know, of course, not everybody's gonna be in there like, sir, I'm not feeling well, just go ahead and let's get this out the way. You're telling jokes. Okay. But guess what? That next kid that comes in is gonna need that laugh. It's okay if you thought that was your strength and you realize that, oh, that wasn't my strength, or I don't really think I like that. Don't be scared to actually experiment and get to know yourself. The way you're going to get to know yourself or get to know what you like is to taste it. You don't know if you like carrot cake until you try it. I used to, as a kid, I used to be like, I don't like that. And they used to be like, have you tried it? No, it just looks gross. I have tried almost everything, I will say, and ruled out a lot of things. And got back to here. So I feel like I can tell you that I have tried everything. Or you can skip that and just go ahead and do what you know you like. But if you want to be like me and get office jobs and try to do other things across the board, go to school for something that you really don't like, and everything else, you can try it out. It's just, even what you think is a flaw can be a strength. I'm a perfectionist, so me going in and in and in back to back, if I could wipe this off and do it again and try it again more to what I would want to do, I would do it right now. But I have other stuff I have to do. Set aside that time. Do not obsess over it though. You know, like I said, I always have tomorrow. Remind yourself, okay, this not look all that, but I always have tomorrow. Okay? I feel like the more we do this, the more we talk and practice the presence, the more we will be at ease with it. I see like a lot of content creators get on and be like, hi guys, and they're so excited to talk, and you can feel their energy in their. I practically just gave everything that I'm going through, or everything that I just went through. I know I will be going through more things, so I'm gonna want to share that also when I go through them, I guess. If you know any other tips that would help anyone learn to build their confidence, to go ahead and put themselves out there more, and just maybe start a YouTube video, drop your tips below. If you want me to talk about a certain topic or share my journey on something else, or just whatever the case may be, you can leave it below and I will try to get some more videos out. I'm very excited to be starting on this journey. I love journeys. So this is exciting for me. It's like a little adventure. I just want to do a couple of cute poses.